kind, like, or in a beekeeper's suit and things like that. And she clearly...
Absolutely appalling. And it was about 2 sentences on each page. Let me read you the next thing.
Okay.
Myself. I don't know what to call myself. I think it speaks to this chapter many of us find ourselves in, where none of us are.
In the world of celebrity branding, a name can sell anything, from candles to coffee and even luxury jams. Meghan Markle's As Ever raspberry spread was meant to be her graceful entry into the elite wellness lifestyle market, promising authenticity and organic luxury to her followers. But one bite from Gordon Ramsay, the world-renowned chef known for his brutal honesty, turned Meghan's dream into a viral nightmare. His explosive reaction not only crushed her product, but also shattered the illusion Meghan has worked so hard to build since leaving the royal family. Today, we dive into the full story of how a single moment in a Los Angeles restaurant exposed the truth behind Meghan's latest venture, embarrassed her brand, and made her the punchline of social media overnight. Let's explore how this one event became the harshest reality check Meghan Markle's As Ever empire has ever faced.
Told it to her friends. I think they all thought she sent it to them. They had no choice.
Yeah. Well, whatever way it was. So it's been a disaster. And one of the disasters was the packing, which she spent day after day, so she said, poor thing, packing it up the right way in the right colour. And it's cost an absolute fortune. So the whole thing has been a disaster.
Meghan Markle's As Ever raspberry jam was marketed as a sleek, organic, and elite lifestyle product meant to symbolize her transition from royal controversies into the clean, wellness lifestyle influencer she wanted to become. She hinted it might never restock after the first batch sold out quickly, building an aura of exclusivity around it. However, the reality was far less glamorous, with reports indicating only a small batch of jars were made, raising questions about whether it was genuine demand or simply a PR tactic. Meghan hoped this product would pivot her image towards a successful, independent businesswoman while distancing herself from the constant royal family drama. But the jam's small, boutique nature also set it up for intense scrutiny, as people wanted to see if Meghan could deliver true quality behind the carefully curated branding she presented to the public.
That's been a spectacular success, hasn't it? And I know there are quite a lot, I certainly did, but they did a lot of very nice tarts that were sold at my local supermarket. They're absolutely top notch. But there was some talk that she apparently was the view, I mean, she's got some podcast that's already finished where it's sort of like women found, I mean, I don't bother learning the names of these things because they never last that long.
Enter Gordon Ramsay, the celebrity chef known for calling out mediocrity without hesitation. At an upscale Los Angeles eatery, Meghan's jam was served as part of a luxury brunch, and the entire restaurant fell silent as Ramsay tasted the product. In one dramatic moment, Ramsay spat out the jam, pushing the plate away and calling it a crime against fruit and unfit for a dog's breakfast. His public humiliation of Meghan's product was not a quiet critique in a private tasting room, but a spectacle in a packed dining area, ensuring that everyone saw his unfiltered reaction. This wasn't just about the taste of a fruit spread, it was about credibility, quality, and whether Meghan's brand had any real substance. Ramsay's single act instantly turned what Meghan hoped would be her smooth transition into the wellness market into a global spectacle of embarrassment and ridicule.
Back to assess her new brand As Ever. She's previously hinted she might never restock her jam because the first batch sold out within 45 minutes. Now, the first batch was, 60 jars?
Ramsay's review went beyond a simple critique, attacking the very core of Meghan's product. He described the jam's texture as slimy, the taste as chemical-laden, and the entire concept as pretentious nonsense wrapped in pastel branding. For a product marketed under wellness and authenticity, being labeled as processed and gimmicky by a culinary authority was devastating. Eyewitnesses reported that diners who had already been served Meghan's jam began quietly pushing their plates away after hearing Ramsay's outburst, with one guest even requesting their dish be replaced to avoid the embarrassment of being associated with it. Ramsay's rejection became an instant social proof against Meghan's brand, showing that even a celebrity-backed product cannot hide behind Instagram-friendly aesthetics if it lacks real quality. His words transformed a supposedly luxury brunch item into a symbol of everything critics accused Meghan of: shallow branding and lack of genuine value.
to share it or buy part of it because they didn't think it was any good. So that's why they're not doing it.
They didn't want to be associated with the brand. She said, but didn't she reckon that she, apparently friends are saying, she expected to, wants to become a billionaire. She wants to make serious money and, and be this successful entrepreneur. But
as Ramsay's scathing review reverberated through the restaurant, the embarrassment quickly spread online. Within hours, a clip of Ramsay's outburst went viral, amassing millions of views and sparking hashtags like #DarJamgate and #Ramsay vs. Meghan. Social media exploded with users praising Ramsay for saying what many had felt about Meghan's overpriced ventures, with comments like, "Finally, someone with real taste calling out Meghan's nonsense." Memes erupted across platforms, turning Meghan's jam into a global joke. What was intended to be a soft launch for her as ever brand spiraled into an international PR disaster. Meghan, who had banked on the product being her smooth re-entry into public favor, found herself instead at the center of a trending controversy. This viral backlash showcased how quickly public perception could turn, especially when the critique came from a respected figure like Gordon Ramsay.
I don't know what to call myself. I think it speaks to this chapter many of us find ourselves in, where none of us are one note, but I believe the notes I'm playing are part of the same song. I mean,
oh my God, this is genuine.
Behind the scenes, Meghan's PR team reportedly scrambled to contain the fallout. According to insiders, her team contacted the restaurant almost immediately, demanding the jam be pulled from the menu and trying to prevent any public statements. The restaurant quietly ended the partnership, discreetly removing the jam, signaling that the damage was beyond repair. Meghan's camp attempted to float excuses, claiming the jam may have been improperly stored, but chefs close to the situation dismissed this as a weak cover-up, stating that refrigeration couldn't hide the fundamental issues with the product's taste and quality. The hasty attempts to bury the incident only fueled further speculation and made the public perceive Meghan's team as desperate to hide the truth. This incident highlighted how, in the age of social media, no amount of damage control can reverse the effects of a viral, authentic moment of critique from a credible figure.
Absolutely appalling. And it was about 2 sentences on each page. Let me read you the next thing.
Okay.
However, she might really move on and explore the category of fashion on a later date.
God.
I think it is an interesting place for me.
The incident drew attention from culinary insiders and top chefs like Thomas Keller, who reportedly quipped, "If she's selling that as premium, we should all start bottling ketchup." Critics began questioning the real value Meghan brings to her ventures, arguing that she continuously leverages her royal-linked name without delivering substance. Her failures with Netflix deals, podcasts, and now the jam highlighted a pattern of hollow branding overshadowing real quality. Ramsay's brutal honesty wasn't just a personal attack. It exposed a deeper issue within celebrity branding. The public and culinary experts agreed that Meghan's product lacked authenticity, and this wasn't the first time her ventures had fallen flat. This jam fiasco reignited debates on whether Meghan was genuinely building a business or simply using her fame to sell products that couldn't stand on their own without her name.
She actually sold candles scented like her vagina. For God's sake, the woman has made fortune. Not that she needed to, she is a multimillionaire, but she's made an absolute fortune doing this lifestyle brand and everything. And obviously Meghan thought she could do that.
Yeah, but you...
This event struck at the heart of Meghan's newly crafted, clean, plant-based, wellness-driven image she has been promoting since leaving the royal family. The As Ever brand was meant to represent a fresh chapter, showcasing her commitment to authenticity and quality. However, Gordon Ramsay's public demolition of the product's quality made the brand look like a hollow PR stunt rather than a genuine venture. Ramsay's condemnation directly challenged Meghan's credibility, making people question whether she could deliver on the values she preaches. If Meghan couldn't get something as basic as jam right, how could she expect consumers to trust her other products or any future business ventures? The contradiction between her brand's message and the actual quality of her product exposed a gap that couldn't be hidden behind Instagram posts or carefully curated public appearances.
Or in a beekeeper's suit and things like that. And she clearly wants privacy for her family, obviously, unless she doesn't want privacy for her family when she wants to make money. That hasn't gone down very well.
Reports emerged that even the royal family had heard about Ramsay's takedown, with insiders claiming it brought chuckles among Meghan's former in-laws, viewing it as karma for the drama she had caused within the monarchy. The timing couldn't have been worse for Meghan, who was allegedly seeking to rebuild bridges with the royal family through quiet diplomacy. Instead, she found herself the subject of public ridicule, further complicating her attempts to craft a new narrative. Ramsay's refusal to retract his comments, stating, "I'd rather eat out of a bin than touch that jam again," ensured the story remained alive in the media. His words struck a nerve, reminding the world that in the culinary space, quality matters more than celebrity status or curated public images. Meghan's misstep became a case study on how quickly a brand can collapse under the weight of public criticism when authenticity is lacking.
But he also did his own speeches and everything, but now he has to obey Meghan. He absolutely has to.
Do you really think it's like this? I don't like it when we always blame, the woman. There's this
For Meghan, this fiasco was more than a failed product launch. It became a credibility crisis. She had hoped the As Ever jam would open doors to cookbooks, food partnerships, and further her wellness brand ambitions. Instead, it became yet another failed reinvention, much like her previous attempts with acting, royal duties, and podcasting. Ramsay's viral critique wasn't just a personal rejection, it was a public exposure of the gap between Meghan's branding and reality. In the glamorous world of celebrity products, where a catchy label and Instagram-worthy packaging can often sell anything, this incident proved that quality still matters. Ramsay's takedown showed that the public is growing weary of products that promise luxury and wellness, but fail to deliver genuine value, and Meghan's brand was left scrambling to recover from the damage that one honest review had caused.
Success, that she's already having to step back a bit. The reality is, this has been an absolute joke of a brand, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. I was told by somebody they were only putting out 10 jars. So, of course, it would all go because I think she sold them to her friend.
The deeper issue revealed by Ramsay's outburst was Meghan's pattern of chasing reinvention without ensuring substance behind each new identity. From actress to duchess, from podcast host to wellness entrepreneur, each venture was carefully marketed but often lacked follow-through on its promises. Ramsay's blunt assessment became a public reminder that style without substance will eventually get exposed. The As Ever jam debacle highlighted that consumers are becoming more critical of celebrity brands, demanding real value and authenticity. Meghan's brand, once built on a narrative of resilience and transformation, was now overshadowed by a viral moment that exposed its weaknesses. This incident will likely remain a turning point, teaching not just Meghan but all celebrity entrepreneurs that in an era of instant feedback, no curated image can survive without genuine quality backing it. Gordon Ramsay's single bite of Meghan Markle's As Ever jam did more than spark a viral moment. It exposed a harsh truth about celebrity branding. No amount of curated Instagram posts, wellness buzzwords, or high-profile launches can compensate for a lack of genuine quality. Meghan's failed jam venture serves as a cautionary tale for every public figure looking to leverage their fame into business. Authenticity and substance still matter, and one honest moment can dismantle a carefully built brand narrative overnight. As Meghan's team scrambles to repair the damage, the world watches closely to see if she will learn from this brutal lesson or continue chasing reinvention without addressing the core issues of her branding strategy. In the end, the As Ever jam scandal wasn't just about a failed product, it was about truth winning over pretense. A reminder that even in a world ruled by celebrity, integrity still matters.